Here we go. By far, the most nervous I think I have ever been, for sure. What's going on, guys? CarReview guys here. My name is AJ, and this video is going to be all about two things. We're going to do it in the same video. Usually I would separate it. However, we're going to do it in the same video because it basically requires the exact same labor. Now, we have a 2025 and or 2026. This is the new mid wing is what they call this. As you can see, that's basically mocked up as to what it'll look like. We have the stencil on here. As you can see, it shows you where to drill. Yes, we're gonna have to drill, unfortunately. It shows the center line. So we're gonna show how to do that. But obviously to do this, you have to remove the rear bumper after you drill. All right, we're gonna kind of cut back and forth. I've changed my mind. We're gonna do this in two different videos. I apologize for that, but we are going to do the wing, which again, the rear bumper is going to be, I'm gonna kind of use double clips. Because you gotta take the rear bumper off in order to do the exhaust. And I really just wanna show you guys how to do it. And again, not have to be driving back and forth. And not to mention the shop that I was gonna use and stuff, again, great. I just wanted to get this done quickly, again, to get some footage out for all of you so you guys know the exhaust and the wings. Without further ado, this is going to be the wing, okay? So looking at the wing here again, if you want to see the full exhaust video, which we've unpackaged it there, it will be out if it's not out quite yet. But nonetheless, taking a look at the wing, this is the template from GM that comes with it. So you can see it tells you exactly what to do, right? Drill hole, 7mm. This is your center line, so you line it up, you use painter's tape. Another one, this one's gonna say drill 9mm hole, 9mm, 9mm, and again, I've got it taped all the way down the side, okay? So I've got this all prepped, I cleaned the surface. Now you're also gonna notice I put painter's tape underneath each one, and I have not done this before. I am not a professional. However, every video that I've watched said to put painter's tape underneath because that makes it a little bit safer for the paint. That way you have less risk of like peeling and stuff like that. So taking other people's advice that have done this stuff many of times, that's what I did. Again, so every center hole, you can see I put a piece underneath as well. Essentially the template's here and the time has come. We got to drill into this thing, which I am very nervous about. The whole project is the only part that I am so nervous about, but you know what? I started this YouTube channel taking a chance, and everyone said it wouldn't be successful. And I'm not saying that we're all the way there yet by any stretch, but we're over 25,000 subscribers thanks to all of you all. So you got to kind of take chances, and this is what we're doing. We're going to be drilling into basically an $80,000 car, and I am probably more nervous than maybe I should be. But anyway, all right, enough's enough. Let's go ahead and get to it. All right, we're about to go to the point of no return. We are going to start with a 1/8 inch drill bit. It's for your pilot hole. From everything that I've watched, that's the way to go. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start drilling. Now, one thing to know, I will say when drilling the other videos I've watched, don't go deep in. Like, just go to where you get the tip to basically break through, and that's it, okay? So don't be jamming it all the way through. That is all you need. So, here we go. By far, the most nervous I think I have ever been, for sure. Whew, all right, well, first hole is done, and we got to go ahead and do the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. So here we go. Whew, man, it doesn't make you feel any better. Like every time you drill in, you're just like, ugh. And I got to go to a much bigger drill bit still, which I'm not thrilled about. But nonetheless, we will continue on. We're going to start with this little angled one here, and you got to kind of follow it at the same angle. Some plastic here in my bit. Go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. Whew. Yeah, and look at this, actually. You can even see the little piece of plastic that came out right there, and it's protecting your paint actually on that painter's tape. So actually good Good little tip to do that. This obviously cuts through like absolute butter. Doesn't change the fact of how nervous I am to do this still. And I'm hoping when we pull the painter's tape back and everything, like the hole looks super clean and it doesn't look just terrible. So more to come on that. So we shall see. Go ahead and do this angled one here again. Dead on. All right, one more. And then all right, all of the pilot holes are there. So in theory, we will be able to get rid of the template now. And then we will just be moving to a bigger bit. And I'm, again, not excited about that. Here's the bit, by the way. Well, two different bits, okay? Now, I have as close as I can get. I do not have metric, I have standard. And these are the other two bits. So it tells you 9 and 7 is what it tells you. And if we take a look here, this is basically an 8, and this is a 6.25 or 6.5, which is 1/4 and 5/16. Okay, so it's going to be just a hair less than what it's calling for, but worst case, we can go bigger, right? Maybe. Stay tuned. All right, continuing on, we are going to do the small one first. Again, this is equivalent to like a 6.25, 6.5 in the region. Again, I'm not a dead professional here, or I might be a dead something if I don't get this quite right. But nonetheless, you can see my hole there, and it actually is nice and clean. I'm gonna go literally dead center on my pilot hole, and we are going to go through with this big bit, which I am nervous about, so. Okay, that happened very quickly, so be careful. You want to keep pressure because you do not want it spinning. But nonetheless, there we go. We can blow that back there, and then we can peel this off and just take a look as to what our hole is going to look like. And that's actually really clean. I mean, really, really clean. Let me get that out of the way. Yeah, that looks really good. So, all right, as long as the holes line up, we're gonna be good. The other thing that I will mention very quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other holes. It's a bigger bit. Again, we're gonna switch to the bigger one. With that said, last point, I measured everything 3 times. So I measured this hole to this hole, the geometric center to center. I did that, then I did it on the wing. Then I did this hole all the way back to this hole to this bottom hole, vice versa on the other side. I did that all the way around probably 3, maybe 4 times. So just do that to make sure your template is also right with the wing. And again, I tried everything to do it correctly, but that is my advice. Nonetheless, I'll drill these other holes and see you in a minute. Switching to the bigger bit. Again, it's still smaller than what it necessarily calls for. Straight up and down. Super clean. All right, we're gonna go angled here. Okay, this one's thicker for sure. Like, I don't know if you can even remotely see down in there, but I just wanted to stop to make sure I wasn't chewing through anything else. So as we were, ooh, okay. I was right at the edge there, so all right, we're good. All right, still super nervous, but we are almost done with this terrifying portion of this project, so that is good. Make sure I'm straight on with the same angle as the bumper. This makes an absolute mess with all the plastic and stuff. You can even see the bit there. And I mean, I'm gonna have to vacuum the garage. Yes, vacuum. I keep my floors clean somewhat. That looks really good. They do all look quite good. Happy with how that turned out, thankfully. You can see there, looks good. And next is we're gonna be taking the bumper off, and I'll show you how to get the bumper off here shortly. All right, to get the rear bumper off, I've already made some progress here. Now, some of this you won't have to do. For the exhaust, you will do. For the exhaust, you're gonna pull this carpet out, which I've already pulled out. Which is very, very simple to do. And then for the bumper, you need to get all of these bolts all along there, which again are very, very easy. It is just a little Torx bit. I don't know the exact size. I'll have to look for you and update you. But again, now for the exhaust portion, we're just going to take this entire section out, pull that out, and then we'll move on from there. Now, I've already put pucks underneath as well. And as soon as we break all the wheels loose, then we're going to be removing the wheels. That's going to be the next step. For the wing, we need to get the bumper off, and we also need to do that for the exhaust as well. So this is going to be a shared portion. Next step, again, I already have the pucks under there. And if you're wondering what the pucks are, just to show you very quickly, maybe very quickly, if I can get one out, this is what it looks like. It goes underneath and you just twist it. And this is what you basically, put your jack up against to jack it up. So wheels are broke loose. We need to go ahead and get it up in the air, and then we will proceed. All right, as you can see, we just pulled the wheel off, as I'd already stated we would do. I pulled off these little triangles, which are located right here, just to show you. These are the little clips. Get the dirt off of there. But nonetheless, these sit just like this. They're just little clips. You need to pull from the inside and just leverage it this way. This little fella is slid in there, so once you get it off, it just slides out. It is literally that simple. Then you can see there's two screws, one here, one there. Take the tire off, then you can access these. Then you pull this back, and then up in there, you can kind of hopefully see there'd be two screws up in there. We already took them out, but they're very obvious. There's two in there that you need. Same thing, repeat on the other side. And inserting this clip very quickly, you have to get all of the bottom bolts as well on this, which again, I told you that triangle piece basically goes in here. But underneath, there are a few bolts as well. And if we come all the way under, you can kind of see the couple of them there. I think there's actually only like 4 of them, maybe. Yeah, there's only 4. 2 on this side, which you can see both of them right there in the gray, and then 2 on the other side. Those are the underside bolts. All right, we got the bumper off again. So I just want to make one correction. There are 2 bolts, 1 nut, and you can see the stud right there where the nut is located. And then there are 2 bolts up underneath that fender liner. So once you get those off, again, same thing for this side. I'll show you there. You can see it there. The one, it's a nut, and then 2 bolts on the inside there that you'll be able to get off. Literally from that point, you literally just slide it off. It is literally that easy. It comes off, no resistance really whatsoever. These connectors, there's 3 of them, at least on my car. It is, I don't know if that's because it's MagRide 3LT, not 100% sure, but either way, there's 3 connections, 1, 2, and 3. You have to obviously disconnect as well once you pull the bumper back just a little bit. Now the bumper's sitting here, as you can tell. Now for the wing, next step, we need to remove these tail lights, which are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's all the bolts. Same thing on this side. We're just gonna kind of flip them out of the way, and then we will be able to mount the wing. Giving an update on the wing very quickly. If you don't have metric for your different drill bit sizes, originally I told you the ones that I used. However, quick update, I redid everything one more time just to make it sit just a hair more flush. Just use a 3/8 inch bit. 3/8 whole thing, every single hole is fine. I watched another guy that did that as well, and he's done a bunch of them, so I trusted him, and I went ahead and did it, and absolutely no problem. 3/8 every single hole, good to go. All right, 45 minutes later, and she is all put together. Check out that rear wing. I absolutely love it. It looks so good. I just like it because it's still practical. So like, the wife and I like to golf. And so like if you pop this, you can still get in here. And I'm not, like a high wing is so high for like my height that you're really trying to get your golf bag in there. This has the aesthetics of the high wing, but not too high, it's still functional. So I really, really like that. Big fan of this wing. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, putting that wing on. Again, check out the exhaust video. Yawn-ristic, check out those temps. Just look at that, it's beautiful. And if we come down here, just to show you kind of what it looks like there, you can kind of see a little peek through there. But nonetheless, it looks and sounds really, really good. Way less weight as well, and it's fully functioning in PP, just like factory. Even uses all the factory AFM, everything. It is just like factory. So again, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Check out the full video on the exhaust. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace!